I'm insane.
You have to understand how things are up here.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are going to be continuing the Seance of Manor tonight. Hopefully, I can finish it tonight. We'll see. But if not, then we'll just play it again maybe on Sunday. Try to finish it. But without further ado, let us jump right in. Let's solve a mystery, figure out what happened to Miss Evelyn Dean. Da, 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 da. I'm making chili for dinner tonight, and I'm so excited. Is my mic picking up? Are we picking up? Yep. Let us continue. Okay, so where we left off last night, we were in Miss Evelyn Dean's room. We had 2 things to do. I don't know what we need to do to act upon Olivia Darcy.
Oh, well. Hello there. I don't believe... Hold on. Isn't that... Yes, that's Evelyn. Miss Dean's room.
Mm-hmm.
It is, isn't it? I'd forgotten, but I'm sure of it now. What were you doing in there?
Well, you see... Oh, chat, what do? Do I claim room change, claim to be her friend, tell him the truth? I don't know. Let's claim to be her friend.
I thought Miss Dean might have left me a note. No luck, though.
I was right. That is her room. But what do you mean, left you a letter? Has she gone?
The staff told me she left late Tuesday night.
You're a friend, are you? I don't recognize your face. But Evelyn has friends everywhere, I suppose.
Not really. More like an acquaintance. I was just expecting a letter from her. But, yeah, it's not important.
Oh, I see. Do you happen to know why she left?
I didn't hear any word from her about it. Why do you ask?
I saw Miss Dean late on Tuesday night. I tried to speak with her, but she didn't seem to be herself.
That's suspicious.
She had spent some significant time at the bar, I assumed. She went towards the East Tower behind you. I did go after her to see if she was all right, but...
Babe.
Well, even drunk, she was faster than me with this blasted stick. Anyway, I'm not one to go chasing a woman, so...
That's a little strange.
I suppose she was fine, if she had her wits about her to leave. She gets up to all sorts of things. Just another one of her escapades.
I suppose she was fine. But if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Don't like that he was there. So, Miss Dean was wandering the grounds on a daze just prior to her disappearance. But what does this all mean? Clearly... Oh, we have a hypothesis as well. Let us... What if... I know what happened here.
It seems Miss Dean was wandering the halls in a magical stupor, brought on by the markings painted under her bed. What does this tell me about the culprit? It seems as if the culprit knows how to use magic to achieve their ends, whatever those may be. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
I think we can eliminate him. I don't think... And I think we can eliminate her. Because she can't do magic. So she wouldn't have been able to lure her away. And I still need to talk to Murphy, Lau, Scarrett, Blake, McLeod, and Hisham. Well, now that I have the key for up here, I can check Miss Quinn's room and Mr. O'Meara's room while I'm over here. published book of Miss Quinn's poetry with scraps of paper containing annotations and drafts tucked between the pages. Some drawings, I'm not sure of what. Perhaps she should stick to her poetry.
Meows softly all. I just need some extra cuddles and treats from my favorite humans. Don't worry, I'm perfectly content. Stretches and purrs.
Oh, let's look at the book. Nothing of note there. Ah, her journal. What are these dreams trying to tell me? That I'm close to my goal. The answer feels so near, down the next corridor, behind the next sigil. I must keep searching. Maybe what I seek is at the seance. Maybe that is the dream's message? Alright. Nothing of note in there. Nothing in the bin? No. Vanity box. Photos. A collection of mementos of deceased family members. That's suspicious. Locket with 2 names etched into the framing. Alma and Julia. There's a photograph on either side, each of a young girl. They look quite a lot like Miss Quinn. I suppose they would be her siblings. Whose hair is that? Alexander Quinn. More photographs to memorialize the dead. Anything back here? Nope. Grimoires, most of them printed, one in Miss Quinn's hand, all of them annotated and nearly worn out at the spine. Seems they've been used quite extensively over the years, and the handwritten one seems to be the product of enormous time and effort. Nothing of use there. Is there anything down below? Nope. Alright, well, I think we found everything of note in here. And I still can't get into Mr. O'Finn's room, and Miss Lau's room, and Mr. Leod's room. Should check Father Sinwa's room, too. Let's check in here. Right now I'm just checking on everybody's rooms to see if I find anything of note. To give me any sort of thing to go off of. A letter from Cathal O'Meara's mother checking in on him. Cathal, Astorin, when this seance of yours is done, do come home. Your sister wants to see you before her wedding. And it would do me good to see you too. It's been too long since you last visited, though it may not seem as long to you. I worry for you, dear boy. Your peers are starting to talk. Angels might have chosen you, but have regard for your earthly self. That's who I know as my son, remember. Catholic Bible. Copy of the Bible. Sections are called out and notations made around anything that references angels. Okay. Sketches of something that makes my stomach turn, which has been labeled my angels. So, biblically accurate angels. Okay. I dislike that.
Notices new follower Meow. Thank you, Beatrice69 LLLL, for the follow. Blinks
Thank you for the
Julie Pepper.
follow.
I'm so happy to have you here. Curls up happily.
My sound alert's not working again. There's a lot of painkillers here. Stationery. Nothing of note in there. Journal. I woke in the bath. Almost too weak to get out. I cut too deeply. I can't go on like this. There are only so many near misses one can survive. I caught a glimpse, though, just before I passed out. A pale and glowing shape, out of reach again the moment I knew it to be there. I bet you that's the coach's lockbox. The year John Dee was given the Enochian language, entrusted with the ability to truly speak with angels. If he and I are special, and it is of the same sort, then it is only a matter of translating the language. A horrific sketch. The adjacent note says, had it just for a moment, then gone again, but I'll try again, have it back. Thanks to Miss Hisham's jar, I have everything I need now to trap it, apart from its bloody name, but soon I'll have it. It won't escape me again. Have an awful notion to open one of these jars. Sheer curiosity. Best not. Saturday, 7 p.m. Changing rooms. McLeod. Why does she want to meet me? At least it's in private. Hopefully she'll be looking for some fun. Good God, I hope Evelyn comes to her senses soon. I'm so bored without her. Yeah, suspicious. Alright, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna get my sound alerts working again because they clearly don't want to. Alright. Now I have that back up, so hopefully it cooperates now. Alright. Well, I'm going to guess that the combination for this is 1583. Just a hunch I have. Yep, I knew it. What in the bloody hell is this? Jars labeled soul jars. They have odd symbols on them and some sort of fluid inside. What the fuck? It seems that in the past he has used something called Enochian magic to commune with something he believes to be an angel. His notes and tools here seem to be part of the rituals he's used to that end, though he has also employed near-death experiences and other unwise methods to talk with this entity. I see ritual markings here with trapping circle, and now, if only I could summon it written next to them. Well. Suspicious. Alright. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna follow the trail from her room and see where it ends up. So we have the plinth. We have this. Then we have this. And then we have this.
Meows hello.
Steam, perhaps. Now, did she exit that way, or did she come down here? I feel like she might have exited this way. Let's check this way first. And see if anything is knocked out of place. Painting. So she didn't go to the stables. Nothing is down here. Anything knocked off kilter this way? No. Anything knocked off kilter this way? Then I wonder... if she went out the gardens. In fact, I know that she did. So I think we're just gonna follow it and see what we find. And then she came into the hedge maze. Because then we have her slipper right here. I mean, boot prints. Where did she go from here then? Let's go this way. Let's see if we find any more prints. Old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no sign of wear or rusting. Its immense side would make it impractical for actual use, surely. Little gargoyle. More boot prints. It looks like they're slowly moving around the hedge maze. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. What is this? I've seen this symbol before, haven't I? Who's following her? It looks like it was a man. Hi, Doyle.
Oh. Well.
Hello,
What are you going to say
how
to
are
the
you,
manager?
calorical stealer?
Hardly likes me anyway.
I'm not gonna say
Can
anything.
I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break.
Fair.
Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess.
Who's him?
No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice, mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze. Huh. Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Varley says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Okay. Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? I can start by ruling out Father Sinnoh and Mr. O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then. And Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Miss Dean was lost in the hedge maze by... No, it's not lost. Dean was stalked through the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. What if? This doesn't seem right. Okay, no. Maybe switch.
Yawns loudly
That
and
to the
stretches
shadowy
Moro.
figure.
All this purring and cuddling has worn me out. Curls
What
up
if
and dozes off.
this doesn't
Paws
seem right?
twitching
No?
in dream.
Miss Dean was brought to the hedge maze by third party while a shadowy figure watched? What if? No, that can't be it. Ugh. Hmm. No, that can't be right either. Undressed in hedge maze. Lost in the hedge maze. No, it's definitely stopped through hedge maze by figure. Third party watched. What if? No, that can't be it. Oh! I need help, chat. What if this doesn't seem right? Ah! I mean, it's definitely got something to do with a third party and the hedge maze. It's like, it's the hedge maze, the third party, shadowy figure, and yeah, let's try this. Third party watched? What if I know what happened here?
Something guided Miss Dean through the grounds. Though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this? The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspect?
What was that thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before. Maybe some of the guests might know. His accent is gorgeous. Truly it is. So we need to go look for boots. We know it was a man. So I think we can eliminate all the women. At least it looks like it was a man. I could be wrong. Because the shadowy figure, the third party, looks like a man. If we look at the records. I don't think it was a woman that did this. Because in the vision, it's in the visions that we've had, the 2 visions, it's been a silhouette of a man.
Can you tell me your name?
I still need to figure out how to communicate with her. What fire pit? It's been used recently. I think I found everything useful out here, so...
Not saying I disapprove or anything, but what does a fella like you knowing so much about Irish mythology?
I had a friend. She was a priestess of your goddess, Reed. I learned a great deal from her.
Ah, so that's why you're here.
Yes. I've come to scatter her ashes in her homeland. It was her last request.
Aye, you can travel all you like, but the heart never leaves home. Not really. Where will you put her?
Not sure what to do with her. Not yet.
Well, if it's breed she looked at, you could do worse than take her to Ford. Up by Dundalk and Loud. That's where they say she was born. She got it well up there. Great view of the bay and the moors up that way. Not a bad place to spend eternity.
That sounds nice. Thank you, Mr. O'Finn.
Fine clothes and jewelry. He's well dressed. Curious tattoo. A finely crafted tattoo in a design I don't recognize.
Hello again, my friend.
What do I dare ask her about? Ask him about? Ask him about tattoo. That's an unusual tattoo, if I might ask about it. Oh, this sits him among Brigitte's Viv, her mark. Consider it a devotional symbol. I'm an Ungan of hers, a priest as such. She is our Loa of life and death, and I suppose your analogy to a Loa would be saint. She is born of your pagan goddess Brigid. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. I guess the journey changed her, for want of a better way to explain it. Do you know what a bride is, Mr. Dupre? Indeed I do. In simple terms, it is a powerful cloth. Endowed with the blessing of Saint Brigid, I've known those who make them to be among her most devoted and loving followers. Do you know of the goddess Brid? I do. A friend of mine was a priestess of hers. Brid was not one of the sovereignty goddesses, but in some ways she should have been. When the Catholic Church came here, she alone was deemed too powerful to be swept under the rug, so they canonized her. Saint Brigid of Kildare she became, a lot of the same domains, husbandry, midwife, healing. You may have noticed her crosses hung all along the walls of the manor. My own Loa, Maman Brigitte, is said to be part of the old goddess that fled the church and was changed in that journey. It's interesting, isn't it? 3 versions of one goddess, all distinct yet so similar, all back together under this roof, so to speak. I heard recently that Miss Jean descends from a powerful bloodline of Milesians. Good for her, I've been told she's a talented practitioner. I'm not sure that her bloodline plays any part in that, but it sounds impressive. Hopefully not so impressive that some lunatic comes looking for her blood. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Ward. People have done worse for the promise of less. Let's ask him about the bridge game. Did you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Miss Metavani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
I still need to figure out what the code to the safe is in the stables. Alright, well, we'll have to go look at that tomorrow. What is this out here?
Mr. Ward, you've come back to me.
In your stories, has anyone ever been poisoned? Of course, I've used them all. Arsenic, cyanide, strychnine, but my real favorite is thallium. It's tasteless and odorless, you see, so it's very believable that a victim could ingest it without knowing. And it's a relatively new substance. The reader can believe it when a doctor misdiagnoses it as a severe gastroenteritis. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Indeed I was, and I got roundly thrashed, so I don't want to speak any more about it. I'm sorry, but I must ask, did many attend? I suppose I will say that we eventually managed to convince the doctor to play after no small amount of badgering. He was a good sport about it, and surprisingly good at the game itself, come to think of it. Dawn was there too, of course, as was Miss Quinn, Miss Barbosa, Mrs. Louse, Mr. Coventry, and of course the Marquess. Do you have any reason to believe that your husband is writing to someone who shouldn't have been before his death? Oh, I do. My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. It was what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he had the decency to save those love letters for me. Have you ever written about miscarriages in your work? No, it's not something I think about. Frankly, sir, given how the topic is dealt with in the real world, I do not think publishers or an audience would care for it. Have you ever used an affair or infidelity as a plot point in a book? You know, if you just read my books. But yes, I did once. A woman's husband cheated on her, and the reconciliation night was his alibi for a murder. In hindsight, I do not think I did justice to how devastating it can be. If I were to revisit that story now, he would need another alibi. You seem unimpressed with something, Mrs. Darcy. Do I suppose you want to know if it is with you? Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I have a great many things on my mind, and none of them are to do with the man I just met. Have you recently removed a ring, Miss Darcy? I may or may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. Ward, it's an interesting brooch you have there. Yes, well, it's actually very important. I tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things you see. What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand. I don't suppose you recognize the woman Mr. Dupre has been drawing. Is that Evelyn Dean? Why would he be? No. I am sure it must be his Laura. Must be. He has recently lost a friend, you know. She was some sort of pagan fire priestess. I think that was why he was so fond of the fire pit and the maze. But really, that is not my story to tell. Has your work given you any expertise on medical documentation? Oh, goodness, no. The odd time I would need to include something like that. It is off the library for me, or I might question my cousin, who has himself become a doctor. Hello. Hello, Corvid. I shall ask around to try and find a way to exorcise your husband's ghost from you. Please, I like ghost stories in books. In reality, less so. This place is positively crawling with experts on death, so hopefully...
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
Can't get in there. I feel like I'm missing something out here, and I don't know what it is. How was the dog park today, Corvid? Must not be missing anything. I feel like I am, but I must not be. So there's nothing. What's these statues? Woman, an arm drawn across her body as if to keep out her chill winter herself. Statue of a woman carrying a sheaf of wheat embodying summer. Oh! I know what this is for. Statue depicts a young woman carrying a harvest of grapes. Of the statue seems to represent autumn. A young lady carrying a bushel of flowers, or maybe grass, and personifying spring. Oh. I know what this might be. This is. Let's see. Start in the garden in autumn. Walk east to the junction, then north for 3, turn west and walk for 2 junctions, and south for 1. Just kept behind the cornerstone, which is seen when you face the stairs. Alright, let me write this down. Start at autumn, east to junction, north 3 paces, west 2 junctions, south 1. Okay. Alright, so let me take a look at this real quick so I can figure out what the directions are. So, north, east, west, okay. Autumn. Go east. 2, 3. East to Junction. West 2 junctions. South for 1. What is here?
This is where the note from Miss Dean's room leads me. If I look in here, then...
What do we find? Oh.
Ah! Found it. A strange book. It feels as though it's staring right through me.
I don't like the eyeball on that.
Meows loudly and stretches meow. Hello everyone,
The sigil
it's
fills
me,
me with
Tawny the cat.
dread.
I'm so excited to chat with all my furry friends today. Can't wait to play.
Sadness. I can make out some Irish letters, but the others are unfamiliar to me. Somebody has translated the sigils. Miss Dean, perhaps? The first one means to open and the second means to close. Also written here is scale release, but I see nothing of that name in these pages. I'm not sure what this is written with, but I have fear it was not ink. Despite the modern looking cover, the pages are old and rough. While they are dry, they smell of peat and moss. Why on earth did she have this? Those symbols certainly seem like the ones I've been using, but what is their purpose? Well, we can make a hypothesis, so let us do so. Attendant because no ancient power promised information about powerful Norwegian ancestors. What if this doesn't seem right? Because an invite promised about powerful Norwegian bloodlines. What if I know what happened here?
Someone invited Miss Dean to the manor. Someone who knew about her Milesian lineage. They also seem to believe that she is a wellspring of magical potential. I've known people who are happy to exploit the skills of others. Did Miss Dean's mysterious correspondent really help her from the goodness of their heart?
I doubt it.
What were they getting out of it for themselves? Can I learn anything about the culprit from this? This is possible. That seems unlikely. This is likely true. They admit they are a stranger, and that is certainly true. Their entire message is built on intrigue and trust. If she met them, and it was somebody she knew, it could be enough to chase her away. Given that, I am looking for somebody with no prior history with Miss Dean. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate, and if not, what investigating can...
Okay, so Mr. Toussaint is now in the running again. I thought maybe not, because he did not know her. And he knew her. So there's no way. I don't think it's Doyle. I really don't think it's... I don't think it's Joyce. I don't think it's her. I don't think it's him because he can't write in English. I don't think it would be Varley. If I need to, I can uneliminate him later, but I don't think it would be Varley either. You know, I don't think it could be Darcy either. Because she has a history. But her shoes is medium. Need to go poke around in rooms.
Tell me, you've never been to so much as a tarot reading before. Awfully common, of course, tarot. A seance or other ritual is preferable. But I really would have thought you'd have some experience.
No, I confess, I'm a novice to the whole thing. But this seance sounded so fascinating. When I heard of it, I couldn't bring myself not to come along.
No one could fault you for your lack of ambition.
Ambition? If you like. Mere curiosity, really. Who isn't a little interested in whatever comes next? Especially at our age.
I don't think it's Mr. Coventry.
Well, quite.
If he has no, knowledge, I don't think it's him. Cigar stains. Mysterious crest on necktie. Ornamental cane. Let's talk to him.
Terrible weather, eh? I might well move indoors before it gets any worse. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Skerritt, over from London. And you mark my words, young man, That's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Declan Ward, the pleasure is mine.
We ate the bridge game on Tuesday night. Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday, no, I was relaxing fireside in the library. May I ask what the crest on your necktie represents? Ah, haha, I would love to, Mr. Ward, but that would rather defeat its purpose. I'm afraid I must leave you in the dark. Have you heard anything about the Quints having an unfortunate number of deaths in the family? Oh, yes, I have. Terrible business, that. Really done a number on the line. Something about rooting out Irish rebels against the crown, I think. A curse is a small price to pay for the service to crown and country.
Good day.
Good day.
I don't think. Does not look well. Strange Bible. Scarring.
Yes, my child?
Hello, Father. My name is Declan Ward. I've only just arrived. I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Good to meet you, Father.
I am sure.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a seance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous? Worry not, dear child. The Church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
You know, he's not wrong. I've seen a large shadowy figure stalking grounds. What do you make of this, Father? Aha, I knew it. There is an Aeon here. How it got here, I do not know, but I shall find it. You'll have to forgive me, child. I lost the run of myself for a moment. This place has us all on edge, no? Do you know much about exorcism? I am a man of God. Of course I know how to expel the devil and all his agents, but before you ask me to do one, not that one would suffice for this forsaken place, they require permission and great effort. I have never put much stock in the former, but I have no time for the latter. So assuming you are on some form of mission from God, you would need to find another accomplice. I suggest you find somebody well outside the reach of the Irish Catholic Church. Do you know anything about Enochian magic? Ah, the supposed language of the angels? I have not learned it. Never saw the need. I suspect the angels of creation can speak English just fine. Unusual cross. Your cross, Father. It has an extra element. The circle behind it. What is the meaning, if I might ask? You may. It depicts the everlasting life of the immortal soul and represents my own personal flavor beliefs. I don't recognize your Bible, Father. What translation is it? It is an uncommon translation I picked up on my travels. What is the focus of your edition? It's focus for those with the eyes to see. It shows all. I would not think too hard about it.
I'll take my...
Go with God.
I'm gonna go get into his room since he's out here. After I talk to Mr. Varley.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I'm told there was a bridge game on the other evening. Did I miss out that much? Yes, one of the events that was a run for the guests. As Marquess Blake was overseeing it himself, I took the opportunity to meet with the housekeeper and coordinate rotas for the following day. I'm afraid I have little else to tell you as a result. I don't think... I really don't think Mr. Varley has anything to do with this.
I need nothing else.
Certainly.
I really don't think Mr. Varley has anything to do with this. But since he's out here, I can go snoop in the office. Let's go snoop in the office. I bet you anything there's something in there that would help. Why has he got to be in here?
Oh, a new face? So late in the proceedings. Who are you, sir, that would peer into a house with the veil halfway lifted? Scoundrel or scholar?
Neither, I confess. I'm more of an interested party than anything else. Miss,
Arwa. My name is Arwa Hisham. I am a scholar, an archaeologist from Cairo. And you? What is your name?
I'm Declan Ward, Miss Hisham. Pleased to meet you.
Cracked porcelain. Headdress of some sort. She looks like she hasn't slept well. Dark smudges on her hands. Perhaps she has been drawing. Have you had trouble sleeping of late, Miss Hisham? And if I have, it is a strange place where up is down, down is left, and God only knows where right is. Is that not to be expected? I have not slept properly in some time now, maybe even before I came here. Have you been drawing a face? The face of Nectanebo. I can see it when I close my eyes. Long buried and then long lost. It should be somewhere here in these halls, but it is not here to see. Someone has hidden it away. But where? The basement? The church? Blake's own residence? I can find nothing. If only I could find some records. Excuse me, I am just passionate. Have you explored much of the manor? Some, but I am keen to see it all. Not all of it is open to the public. I wonder how upset they would be to find me outside of those bounds. What harm could come from curiosity? Have you been drawing? Ah, the charcoal, yes. It gets everywhere. It is useful for sketches of artifacts, shading, to manipulate the values of light and dark, and bring life to a still image.
Tony here,
Still, to
your
never match the
favorite
real
fluffy
thing.
feline friend.
Oh my god, babe, look over here.
So glad you could join my Twitch stream. 3.
I can't help you, Tawny. I'm sorry. This face you're studying, is it an artifact you have particular interest in? I discovered it had been acquired by a member of the Irish gentry a few years ago, and it, as is true of so much of our history in Egypt, it was taken from its rightful home and kept as a souvenir. You know, to be fair, I don't blame her for being obsessed with it, because they did take a lot of shit that they shouldn't have taken. Supposedly it is stored somewhere. Don't do it. among the Blake's possessions. I would be interested in seeing it. I've had some strange dreams while I've been staying here. This place, it gets too easily in one's head. I haven't tasted a good night's sleep in a very long time.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
More questions?
I found this. I thought you might want it before anyone else sees it. How did you get this? Did you break into Dean's room? Does that matter? I suggest you take it and dispose of it before anyone else see it. You're right, of course. She told me she had it, tried to make use of it over me. She must have seen the fire in my eyes, because she left me and has avoided me since. It is a foolish keepsake. I was an idiot to take it. I was captured, taken by the man who killed my mother. I do not know his plans for me, and I had no intention of finding out. And so I started a fire. I'd rather have died in a blaze than let him choose my fate. But maybe my mother was watching over me because the way the fire went, I was able to escape instead. My captor and his crew were not so lucky, and good for them. I had no plan. I was lost by the time I got to Rio. My face was on posters, so maybe not all of his people burned. A shame. That is when I decided it was time to leave Brazil. I go to the port a few hours later. There were posters there too, so I took one before I left. A souvenir, a stupid, dangerous souvenir. I hope it was a one-time thing. The fire? It was just that one time. Good, I implore you to keep it that way, otherwise I will bring you in myself. Understood? Understood. Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday? Yes, DRC taught me how to play. This is how bored I was. Did many attend? Aside from DRC and I were the Callahans, Quinn, Lau, Coventry, and this man who owns the place, Blake.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you say that...
Hello again.
Have you spoken with Miss Barbosa? Oh, I'm avoiding that one. I lost a telegram meant for her and I don't want to tell her. I'm not paid enough. I wanted to ask you if you've ever seen anything here larger than a ghost, a shadowy figure. Sir, I'm sorry. If you need help with something tangible, then I'm your man. This stuff, I know. I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? I've seen Mr. Hunter with that kind of thing before. He's into that old-fashioned stuff. I knew it.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. Where the hell is... Fia? Perhaps in the drawing room? I don't think I can get in there now, though. Let's do some research in the library. See if you can find anything out about Milesian bloodlines.
Idiots and ghouls, all of you. What did you think would happen? That nobody would mind? That they were not entirely as capable of vengeance as you? And for what? For 16 funerals in 30 years. But at least the caskets were nice. And you never even saw the ruin you caused. It's just me in this godforsaken library. Bastards! What damnable stock we are! Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
Form a summoning ritual to remove the curse from the Quinn family. What if I know what happened here?
Miss Quinn wants to lift the curse on her family. I should find and confront her about this.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
We're getting there, slowly. Your goal is to perform a summoning ritual to remove the curse from the Quinn family.
You figured that out, did you? Why I'm nose deep in all these godforsaken books. You're right, of course. I will... Well, you have a look about you that says I don't have to plead the veracity of my case. Is that right? Oh, thank God. That's what all my work is about. I'm trying to lift the curse before it kills the last of us. But just our luck, I've reached a dead end. After everything. All this work, all this death, it couldn't just be simple. God forbid. God forbid I actually manage it.
Look at your son.
I have it, you know. The name of the woman who cursed my family. Biddy Eve O'Connor. And if I could only speak to her, I might be able to appease her. But there are too many spirits with her name. And without some item from her, I just cannot reach her. And I can't see what else I could do about it. I will keep trying, of course. But I think my fate is sealed. Mine and my little sister's. We'll all die like the rest of my family because of the cruelty of my ancestors. Bastards. All of them. And that's that. What else is there to say about it? I don't want to talk about this any longer. But, look, take this. If you find anything to do with it all, tell me, would you? God knows there's nothing else for it.
Nothing I think could help me right now. Explorations into the fields of archaeology has changes over the past 100 years and information on some of the biggest sites and finds in that period. Is there anything I want to look up? Tradition says that the Nektanbo, the last native pharaoh of Egypt, was the greatest magician of all the pharaohs. His face is shrouded in legend. It is said many adventurers and archaeologists have become obsessed with finding it throughout the history. Once they attain it, they have a sudden and complete change in personality, often disappearing and leaving their lives and families behind. The last known owner of the vase was Wilhelmina Blake, whose uncles, Lord Bernard Blake, had recovered it from Giza in the late 1700s. She disappeared not long after that. The current whereabouts of the vase are unknown. This vase sounds cursed. Definitely does. reclaim. Stolen base. She is tired because it is cursed. If this doesn't seem right. Okay, definitely not tired then. Maybe obsessed? What if I know what happened here? Yes.
Miss Hisham is searching for a vase stolen by Wilhelmina Blake, but she doesn't know it's cursed. I should find and confront her about this.
Collection of books on the 4 cycles of Irish mythology here, along with the writings on supernatural sites and entities. Look up the Milesians, the tribe of mankind, a word for the ancient Irish, I suppose, from which many of us are descended. Led here thousands of years ago by the 3 chieftain brothers, Eberfin, Emergen, and Eramon, who were said to be powerful sorcerers. They clashed with the old gods, the Tuatha De Danann, and reached a truce after much fighting. They agreed to split the land in half between them, but the Milesians tricked the old gods and picked the top half. That is when the gods disappeared underground and mankind settled on this land. The Tuatha De Danann, or people of Danu, are the old gods of Ireland, with Danu being sort of an Earth Mother type entity representing the land itself. A race of beings, each twice the height of a man, with unnatural abilities like the gods of many classical mythologies. Each one had areas of expertise, though there was much overlapping and infighting as a result. They lived across Ireland for countless centuries and battled with various otherworldly foes. There's a book here with some of the Tuatha De Danann listed in it. It might be worth a look. Catalog of events. Nothing right now. Nothing here. Some Irish folklore and ghost tales. The Fear-Coach are literally a man of hunger. It's a type of apparition that is linked to the Great Famine, though there is an alternative account that consider it an omen of further famines to come. Taking the form of a starving person, the Fear-Gorta is the spirit of hunger who will follow the people to ask for food. Should it catch its prey, it will not hesitate to consume them to satisfy its hunger. Always unsuccessful in quenching its hunger, it then seeks out a new victim. Well, that tells me nothing. The veil is the barrier between the living and the dead, the mundane world and the spirit world. There are times and places when the veil thins, and interaction between the two worlds becomes easier for better or for worse. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy, or in places of magical significance, as for a time it is known that the veil is the thinnest on All Hallows' Eve. And this is when spirits of many kinds may walk the earth, and be seen even by those who usually would not encounter such things. It is also when communication through the veil is easiest. As such, traditionally any attempts to contact the dead are made in this period of the year, as they are known to be the most successful at this time. Well, that's obvious. Book of Irish Gods. There are too many gods to look through. I need to narrow down my search. The entity associated with the hedge maze. Might there be a clue out there? I mean, there's definitely the anvil out there. Well, let us go confront the archaeologist and tell her that the vase is cursed and she should very much stop looking for it.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me.
Your goal is to reclaim the stolen vase, but you're obsessed because it is cursed.
Cursed? If you're trying to dissuade me, you will need to choose more than the hysteria of... You are serious?
I'm afraid so.
The thing hasn't left my mind since I first discovered its existence. Every moment I am awake, even when I am not, I think of that vase. If I'm very still,
yeah,
I feel
it's
it pulling
cursed.
me away from myself. And always, always, I hear a song in the back of my head I have never heard before. I wrote it down, though I do not know what for. Here. Do you see? I am not myself. Yet it seems so important. Not just obsession, then. I will not be subject to such a thing. Will you help me? Will you find and destroy it?
Sure.
Normally, I would not condone the destruction of something so ancient. But such a thing should never have survived this long. And take the music too, in case it helps you. If you find the artifact, Mr. Ward, you must break it. Leave nothing but powder and dust.
Cool. Is there a piano somewhere? Maybe in the drawing room? Ah, there's nobody in here. Where should I fall asleep then? If not in here. Alright. Maybe the ballroom has a piano? The ballroom might have a piano, and I can't get in there right now. Seems this place is near basement entrances. Can I use the sigil to get in? Down. Alright, let's look at the map. Should go look in Father Sinwall's room. look in Father Sinwell's room. Still need to find Fia. Let's poke around in his room. Foot. Letter from a solicitor advising Mr. Toussaint that there is no formal way to defect from the church and declare himself an atheist, nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffered. In their cares, no record was kept, nor witnesses found to his exorcism. Experiment 04B, still unsuccessful. I have managed to induce lucid dream states, but they have not been the same dreams I have at night during real sleep. None of the corridor sigils are standing stones for my nightly dreams. Why is this? My technique is as the research directs, comfortable and safe space and suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could that be distorting my attempt? Perhaps I could try this technique and use Miss Dean's journal as my anchor. Let's go look at the father's room.
Meows softly, viewers. You can pet and play with me at the Cozy Pet Cafe Twitch extension. Purrs and stretches out a paw invitingly.
That chili smells so good. I'm making chili for dinner. It smells delicious. I wonder if it's done already.
Well, then, what do you make of it? And don't just say you don't like it.
But I don't. Really, what's more to be said about it? They're kicking up dust they don't even notice and leaving us to clean up.
Still, it's not malicious, Antine. This is... You and I both know there's no better place for a seance like this than here.
Better they not hold the blasted seance at all. What's it all for in the end? For the spectacle? Oh, you're much too forgiving, Rory.
And somewhere on the other side of forgiving is stubborn.
You're not the first person to call me that, you know, and you won't be the last. There is no good to come of this.
If there were, you wouldn't know it.
Come on now, Rory.
Leave it for once, won't you? I won't be lectured by a woman who won't listen herself.
really want to go and look in the father's room, because he's one of the few rooms I have not looked in yet. Massive correspondence from various people. One mentions Mr. Doyle and his placement here to investigate. Another talks about how the Aeon has been located, whatever it is. It resides here at Blake Manor. Notes here about freeing the Aeon from its prison at all costs. No death here is real. Another talks about how its attempts to reach Mr. Doyle have failed. I see the flyer for this event is attached to another letter. This is your chance, Father, is written here. Somebody stayed here in order to reach Doyle, but did not recognize them or know the faith. Empty pistol cases mean the priest is constantly armed, but why? What is this? A sequence of strange hand-drawn symbols was sitting below the Bible. Stationary. The journal. Let's see the most recent entry. I've uncovered a hidden door which leads to the woman's changing rooms. It's an ungodly place. Alas, I was hasty on my exit and have yet to review it properly. Between our assessment of the grounds and the talk at 11, our best opportunity will be at 6. But if we find these catacombs come Sunday morning, we will search for them stone to stone. But where is the secret into the woman's changing room? Trying to complete a map of the grounds, but it's poorly made. Not a skill set, I suppose. There's little of interest in here to me. Drawing materials. So where is the secret entrance into the washroom? find the code for that. Well, I'm going to have to look for that, because I think that's how we get into the washroom. But is it... I wonder if it's the symbols that... Maybe? I'm gonna have to figure that out. There's a secret passageway? I wonder if the library has anything on it. Potentially.
This would have been easier in London. Or if I'd wanted to be very proper about it, home. I do think my parents would have rather had it that way, certainly.
Are you sure this is the right solution, though? Shouldn't you wait to see how things play out? There is still the social season.
Well, that's not for another half year. And some of those young men are positively frightened of me. Here, I might find somebody who understands.
I understand.
And I don't think there's time to wait. You'll keep me right, won't you?
Don't I always? Besides, I'm telling you, you needn't worry so terribly. I'm sure things will be back to rights soon enough, one way or another. And I am usually right about these things. You know that.
I shan't tell you that. It might be true, but I shan't say it. I don't believe we know each other, do we? Have you just arrived?
Only recently. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
And are you, Mr. Ward? Were you meant to be here, or did something bring you suddenly? Oh, blast. That shouldn't matter. Oh, and now I've forgotten to say my name. Ivy MacLeod. I'm sorry. You have me all flustered. I am host to the second site, you see. I know things. Or at least I should. It feels as if, since coming here, I'm host to nothing anymore. I should have known you were going to be here. And be late. But it's just more proof that something is wrong.
I'll let you be.
Take care.
I don't think we've met. Who might you be?
My name's Declan Ward. Miss...
Ah, the man from this morning. The man from room... number 4. I am Mrs. Victoria Lau. How do you do?
Mrs. Lau. A pleasure. Another seance attendee?
Indirectly only. I am Miss MacLeod's chaperone. The event itself is not to my taste. I am here for her, and her alone.
That's all, Mrs. Lau.
Farewell, Miss...
I think I have anything I need to talk to you about right now. Like there's anything in here. Could I maybe ask Mrs. Joyce?
Good day.
Hello, sir.
Saying it's his birthday is rather eager to discuss something with Father Sinnoh. Do you know, I haven't a clue about that, sir, but he is a priest, spiritual teacher of sorts, no? Perfectly normal for us to ask him all manner of things, I'm sure. Of course, you've sought guidance from him as well, then. That's between me and the Lord, sir.
I'll be off, Mrs. Joyce.
God bless you, sir.
Oh, Mrs. Murphy.
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Saoirse Murphy? Just the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if...
Different at what?
Sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself.
Have you ever seen anything large on the grounds? Large, unless you're meaning a horse, then no, but I've heard other guests talking of giants. Not sure if that's what you mean. Maybe there's something of use in the library. Please forgive me for prying, but it seems as though you're trying to speak with Father Sinnoh. Was there something you'd hope to ask him? Nothing that would be better left unasked, sir.
I'll leave.
Oh.
Hitting dead end after dead end after dead end. God damn it, he's out here. I need to get in here. Surely there must be a code around here somewhere to open that. Unless it is his note. I doubt it. faintest idea where I would find that. Perhaps
First
in the
and stretches
bar.
meow.
That's also a
Everyone.
possibility.
It's Tawny the cat here. So many friendly faces. Let's have a perfect stream together. Wink.
I'm really at a loss. Like, really and truly at a loss. Let's go to the talk. Can't think of anything else to do with this right now. That's the best lead I've got.
And these
Please, sir, call them the other crowd, other folk, or similar, unless you want to draw their eye to this place.
My apologies, madam. These other folk, they differ from the winged fairies of children's stories, eh?
As much as you and I differ from a wild animal, yes.
What to do. Chat, I'm really at a loss here. I want to get into the basement, but it's not giving me an option. Well, I think it said I have a gramophone, so why don't I have a gramophone in my room? So why don't I go and see about lucid dreaming. Can't rule out the possibility that something of use to my investigation is buried somewhere inside it. Probably. There, a visual anchor. If I want to explore the shared dream, then this is the best I have to represent it. Miss Dean's journal. Now I sleep, I say, as if this is an insane idea. Oh, it's wonderfully insane. But if it works, I may learn something more about this dream by the time I awake.
Did it? Am I back in the dream?
It would appear so.
A painting. In the place of the sigil from before. That's O'Connell Street. Back in Dublin. God, I miss Dublin. It is so simple compared to this place. The fireman. Why is there a picture of my club here?
It's a good question. Why is there?
I wonder if I can find it. It can't be far. Perhaps beyond this.
It's Jonathan Blake.
Eamon.
Or
You
Eamon.
dog. Pull up a stool and I'll already, No. This isn't right. This isn't him. He's gone. Miss Dean?
What the fuck? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna screen cap this. Oh my god. What have we stumbled into?
I just want to go home. But every door, every window, every corridor leads to the Seance. Home is so close. Just behind one more locker. Come to the Seance, Declan. Help me find the way out.
What the fuck? No me gusta.
Miss Dean! She's... I'm awake. But it worked. I dreamt. It was the same as before, but it was as if I was seeing what was behind the dream. I saw my family. My home. Dublin. But why? I was trying to find these things. They felt so close. Just behind the next obstacle. My brother. Waiting for me at the bar. I might have wandered forever searching for them. Certainly it felt that way. Had Miss Dean not shown up. Or the presence behind her. That presence spoke true, Miss Dean, I believe. Did it conjure her too? As it did the images of home. Does it want me, or rather all of us, experiencing this dream to attend the seance? Or is that as far as it can get on its own journey out of this place?
Oh, we're still in the dream.
Something is different here.
We're still in the dream.
I should close the mystery of who fought with Miss Dean. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
We're still in the dream. Mr. O'Meara, Mr. Toussaint. Toussaint. Let's find Miss Mentavani. Where is she at? Ah, she's in the drawing room right now. Okay. Let's go find...
Something is different here.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. It can't be. This wasn't here before. That image, it was in the dream. Has the dream changed it here? Has it changed how I see this place? Am I only seeing this now because the lucid dreaming has opened my eyes to what is being shown to me?
I don't know, but
It's changing back. It hasn't altered reality. The dream lingered a while, like a slow waking. Bled into the here and now. Would a longer sleep have resulted in the change lasting longer? Or maybe staying here for more time? What else is the dream changing that I am not aware of? Is this a painting of Dublin? It has faded back to its original image. This is the Fireman, the club I attend. It has faded back to its original image.
Huh. experiencing practitioner's dream is leading into
yawns
reality.
widely and curls up in a ball sleepy time.
No, that can't be it.
Closes eyes and starts purring softly.
What could it be?
This dream, we feel like we're wandering this place, trying to find a way out to family, out to home. But we cannot. We can only get to the seance. It's blocking us. But it's not really us. There is something at the back of the dream. That same entity. So we are in its dream, experiencing its desires, its fears.
I mean, that makes sense.
And when we wake, the dream bleeds into our world. For a while, at least. Perhaps longer the more it is experienced.
I wasn't aware of the changes at first. I noticed them because I experienced the dream more lucidly than before, which would explain why none of the others have mentioned the bleed in their journals or conversations. Regardless, everything points to the Seance. I believe this entity spoke to me through Miss Dean. It wants us to gather at the Seance and help free it. I have a bad feeling about that event before, but now it's clear that I must stop as many people as possible from attending.
The cheese tax, the cheese tax. You gotta pay the cheese tax every time you're cooking. When the cheese comes out, this puppy comes looking. The rules are the rules and the facts are the facts. And when the cheese drawer opens, you gotta pay the tax.
Yes, the cheese tax, indeed.
Good day.
Hello, sir.
I understand there was a bridge game held on Tuesday. Yes, not that I know about it. I left some bottles and glasses out the night before and saw myself out. If they can flirt with the devil, they can pour their own drinks, I'm sure. Oh, it turned out so good. Like, honestly, I love that, using that vegan chili as a base and then adding the meat to it with a little extra chili seasoning and some other seasoning. How long have you been working at the Manor, Mrs. Joyce? Oh, well, really most of my life, sir, though I only moved in here 5 years ago. Or so after my dear husband passed. I wasn't sure about it at first. I was all but shaking with nerves on my first day. We used to tell awful stories about this place as children, you know. And coming up the road to see the place didn't help, I'll tell you that. Thick fog, black windows, and you'd swear there were living things in all the shadows. But I've worked here a long time, and they haven't gotten to me yet. Have you ever heard tell of a large, shadowy figure stalking the grounds? What? It's a cruel thing, sir, teasing a poor old housekeeper. Unfortunately, I'm quite serious, Mrs. Joyce. Oh, don't say that, please, sir. If it's children's tales you're after, go hang about in the library. You'll know. Maybe I should. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce.
I'll be off.
God bless you, sir.
I still need to figure out how to get into that damn... What if I go back into Father Sinat's room and see if there is a code of any sort? Let's check Miss Dean's room. Let's just go in the library again. Construction on Blake Castle began in 1652 in a land awarded to the veterans older Edward Blake. It was a matter of no small undertaking. Their finance and the work continued over generations. It is said the manor was built on ground the local residents considered to have, but once had been sacred. The records of this do not exist. Okay, well that told me nothing about secret passages. Can't speak to Inez right now. Perhaps I go to the stables and see if what's his face is out there.
Yawns and stretches sleepy time. Curls up and closes eyes. ZZZZ. Purrs softly.
stables and see if our friend is out here.
Mr. Ward, how are you?
I found this on the grounds. What do you make of it? Did you know? Well, it wouldn't do much good just lying about it. It needs to be hidden somewhere close to the person it was intended for. At least I imagine that's how these things work. What do you know about the Fae? Good folk, we called them back in Scotland. Same idea, even if the specifics change. Certainly, I've seen enough to know to leave scraps out for them. I keep a good bottle of brandy in my room to offer it up when the horses aren't well. It's worked so far.
Huh. Right, yeah.
He's not here now. Look.
There you are, love. Good girl.
Don't know. Very and truly lost at what to do. We're running out of daylight, which is not good. What? What did I do? I don't know, J-Schlatt? Oh, that bodes well. Wonder what him and Cucurucho are going to get up to together. Oh. That's a lot of times. Oh, what? That's valid. It's probably a good thing that they do that. How is there not? Bro, I have 2 safe codes I need to find. And I don't even know where to begin for those. Loaf paw at you. How cute. So we need to find... Let's go look around the stables again real quick and see if the code is out there somewhere. It's got to be out here. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Oh my god, there it is. 16, 14, 32. Alright. Alright, so... 6, 14, 32. 26, 14, 32. There's no button to press, though. There we go. Master key. Strange materials, twigs, and horsehair. They are covered in soot for some reason. The same materials used to craft the charm in Miss Dean's fireplace. But what does it do, and why would Mr. Hunter have placed it here? Alright. Can I get into the basement now? No, not that way at least.
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me.
Why are you here?
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
definitely have to go in through the western tower, or the east tower. Let's try that. I have the master key, though! Oh. Oh. What is this place? These looks like bones. This skull appears to be human. Was that a... No,
Burrs
it couldn't
meow.
have been. My eyes
You
are
can come
deceiving
pet
me.
and play with
Hallucination
me
caused
in
by
the
gas or
cozy
mold in
Twitch
the air,
Pet Cafe
perhaps.
extension. I'd
Then
love to
how
snuggle
can I
with you all
explain
day.
these flames?
Winks.
What is... What in God's name was that? That wasn't there before. Oh my God, I have found the catacombs. Well, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. This face is even worse than the first one. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what you wanted me to find? Okay, well, can I get... Ah! I need to get in the staff's area. Right, Well, let's go look Mr. O'Finn's and Mr. Coventry's room.
Oh, no, miss, I'm fine, thank you.
Please, Mrs. Joyce, I beg of you to listen.
Please now, Miss Mantovani, I said I'm fine.
But I do not need the cars to see how much you carry. You need rest.
I said I'll not hear it. I'd rather my joints suffer the cold than your corruption witch.
What is this corruption of yours? I simply see you need rest. Now, my room is big and grand. And a horror to clean, I am sure. You were there an hour on Friday. That is an hour best spent at rest. It is needed. And I am more than capable.
I? You mean to say that? Why would you? No one's ever. No. Idle hands make the devil's work. Now please, leave me be.
Actually, let's go back, because I think what we need to do with the remains we grabbed is they actually need to be reunited with the other one. So let's just do that. First of all, damn them to an eternity of torment. And for what? Who knew their screams would go unheard? I pray they find the peace they deserve. May God have mercy on their souls. How long were they trapped here? How long can a soul linger, and why? I wonder. Amen. No, best not to dwell on it. Alright. Maybe Miss Dane found it and wrote it down. Because if Miss Dean found it, it's probably how Father Sinon found it. She found it in her journal. So I can't imagine I'm the only one that's been snooping around.
Does all this not bore you?
Should it? It's fascinating, in a way. Lots of case studies, certainly.
Bib.
Well, it's nothing like your usual sort of thing.
Oh, it's not all scientific, but... Look, you're talking to a woman with a shrine in her room. I'm not entirely clinical. Besides, look at you. Ivy, I said I would come with you. Do you expect me to regret it?
I suppose. I just thought, what with who things are.
You're always the first one to know when my tempers run short. Do you suppose I've managed to hide it from you, of all people? Besides, you know I would take any excuse to spend my time with you.
Oh, good grief. But you are always so sweet.
Oh, don't look away like that. Everything will be all right.
No, I just... Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe.
Let's hope and pray they're not in their room, so I can actually look. Okay, no. So that's... Then where does the master key go? Have any rooms that can unlocked for me? Oh, Miss McLeod's and Miss Lau's. Okay, well, let me go check Dean's journal first. See if she by chance wrote the bathhouse code there. She did, in fact. All right. Well, let's go then. trying to remember where it's at. Right here. Excellent. Dean received a threatening letter from Mr. Scarrett. I've brought my dagger. I hope you're ready for what comes next. Scarrett. I can also make out the number 451. It must have been written on the page atop this one. I wonder how important this is to Miss Dean that she left it behind. It looks too big for a lady's finger. It must be fitted to a man. Then why was it in Miss Dean's possession? Could I get... Alright, there's that. Bar is open now too, so we're definitely going to have to go to the bar. But first, let's go to Miss Lau's and Miss McLeod's room. Chat, I may have to finish this another night. This game is so long. a degree of control. Jolly find a comfortable place. This will ease the drifting into sleep. Fire is nice, but best to allow it to die a little so it does not need minding. To ensure one does not drift too deeply, here are a few techniques to stay between both wake and sleep. One item lists circled musical tracks, especially those designed for the purpose, can keep the brain in the ideal state to dream lucidly. Finally, one must focus on what they wish to see. The mind's eye is good for this, but something tangible to focus. One's thoughts is stronger. Perhaps I could try this technique and use the knowledge of shared dreams as my anchor. I could use Miss Dean's journal to represent that. And see that Miss Dean no longer has the means to threaten us. What the hell? What has Miss Dean done this whole game? This whole time? What has she been doing? But I've told her she absolutely cannot. If you're discovered doing such a thing, it will be just scandal upon scandal. I will find a husband instead, so even if Miss Dean does make public what she knows, it will hold little weight. Might not even be so terrible, I can hope, at least. Can I not? The last few days have been terrifying. I feel so vulnerable, not being able to see anything beyond the mundane. I just know Dean is behind it. Decided I'm going to ask Derek for help. I didn't want to worry him, but he'll have something for this surely. Thank goodness he's here. So, did she really ask Mr. Hunter for help? I should investigate further. What's the names? The first three, or which are marked off? Rui Callahan, Michael Scarrett, and Walter Brake. Fourth name, Cathalomir, is not marked off. So, is Ivy and Lau, McLeod and Lau, in a lesbian relationship? I wonder if they are. That would make sense. Piers water has been drugged, but by who? A photo of what Miss McLeod, and yes, this must be Mr. Hunter. They both look much younger. These must have been taken some time ago. Odd for her to have this. They must be close for her to have kept it so long. Despite its obvious frequent use of deck are in good state. She must take great care of them. Novel from the stated pages, I'd say it's only just been started. Perfume with what looks like Chinese label. I don't think this is McLeod's. I think that that's an interesting way to sleep, Toby. Suppose I'll have to come back. I've already been in here. I don't need to be in here. Where's Mrs. Lau's room? Oh, it's the one next to it. This one. I'm probably gonna have to finish this another day, chat. Let's finish looking through her room, and then we'll head down to the bar and leave off with us starting in the bar. Last time you were home, you had picked up some of that Scottish girl's ticks. Maybe some practice before all your schooling goes to waste. Pair of medium-sized boots. Nothing of interest there. Candles, petals, offerings of food and money. It seems to be a shrine. Photo of her wedding day. Then a death photo of the same man. I don't have dates of either event, but she's not old enough for either to be very long in the past. Clearly, she still mourns his passing. Bible. Journal. Ivy won't listen. She startles like a stray cat when I try and talk to her about anything remotely sincere. All for what? Damn Evelyn Dean. Not an ounce of conscience in her. And now Ivy is set on finding herself a husband. I don't see a way in which things will go well from here if this course is not altered. But Ivy has made it very clear she does not want me to do a thing. So I know what I have to do. I have to ensure she is confused just enough that she won't see what I am doing and attempt to stop me. Thankfully, I know how to temper her gift after last summer's terrible trip to India. A similar dose here will soften her ability just a while, and I can see this done. God forgive me. 34525. It's not a date, so what is it? Something is scratched out. It looks like it's... In fact, I know full well what would need to happen. Evelyn Dean would need to die. Lord, this place. I have just returned from the ladies' bathroom. I swear I saw a ghost. Ha! Still, I am shocked by this place. I entered to find a woman washing a shawl in the bathtub. Thinking her a guest, I excused myself. But as she rose up, I knew that not to be true. Her body twisted in an unnatural way. She looked at me, though I cannot recall her face. She screamed, oh, such a scream, many lifetimes of anguish in that scream. I fell backwards. When I scrambled away, I noticed she was gone. Nonetheless, I went to a bathroom on another floor with great trepidation. No luck. Damn it all. Whoever Miss Dean has hidden whatever it is she's acquired on us, I just cannot find it. It's not in her room. What wicked lengths she's gone to just to make us miserable. What lengths am I going to just to undo it? I hate this and I hate her. Is it too much to be left in peace? It's all I want. At this rate, I can see no other recourse than to confront her. I shall arrange a meeting, and we'll see how proud and austere she is then, and whether she has any heart at all. And if she does not, I do not know what I'll do, but I will have to do something, I know that. Ooh. Perhaps if Ivy does marry, I should take that as a sign to do my duty and return back to my husband's family. Oh, ancestors, sometimes I wish I had not tasted this Western freedom. I'm not sure I could give it up under any circumstances. I bet you they're in a lesbian relationship. I bet you anything they are. More documents that appear to belong to Miss Dean. Doubt they were given to Mrs. Lau for safekeeping. Dagger. Drugs. half-written letter in which Mrs. Law details what she thinks is happening in the manor. It talks a lot about how this place is cursed because they are not honoring their ancestors or themselves. She says they are careless with their actions and intentions. Of course, bad luck follows them. She works hard to cover it, perhaps to be taken more seriously, but Mrs. Lau is a lot more superstitious than she lets on. She is. Alright, well, I think I found everything of note in here. Alright, I bet you that code I found goes to the box in McLeod's room. And there it goes. Letter. A letter claiming to have evidence of a romantic relationship between Mrs. McLeod and Mrs. Lau. You need this little romantic indiscretion with Mrs. Lau to not come to light, and I could use the loyalty of a seer. Come and talk to me, Ivy, and we shall work something out. It's signed E.D. I knew it. I knew they were in a lesbian relationship. Alright, well, we have quite a bit to discuss with them. We're going to go down to the bar, and I'm going to save the game there. Because I do have to work in about 12 hours. I was hoping I could finish this, but it seems I cannot.
Really haven't seen her, then, sir? Miss Dean?
I am so sorry, my dear.
Meows excitedly humans. Come play with me in the Pet Cafe Twitch extension. There's plenty of pets and snuggles for everyone. Perfect for a fun stream.
But sir, that just isn't true. You were with her. I saw her. She was in your room.
Good heavens, Miss Murphy. Where does this fixation with Miss Dean come from? It's going to get you into
What did Miss
trouble one day.
Dean have on all of these people?
But think, dear child, what if Mr. Varley could hear you now, talking about his guests this way?
You're right, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's hardly your fault, miss. Someone of Miss Dean's standing simply shouldn't be so careless with her fraternizations. You and that bellboy seem to have the same stars in your eyes at the very mention of her name.
Can get into Mr. Scarrett's room. Okay, I need one more stop. One more stop before I go down to the bar and call it for the night. I honestly don't think I've been in his room yet. Varied attempts to write a will, but he keeps starting over when he reaches the part on who to leave his resources to. He does not seem to have any family or friends. Personal items. Imagine to actually speak with a ghost. Who will it be? What secrets will they share? Whoever it is we summon, they will become famous in dust. So much will be spent to uncover their life, to learn everything about them. Even if it is the lowliest house servant, they will become known to everyone from here to eternity. Pretty scared. It seems he's been ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity, charity, and self-sacrifice. He has circled self-sacrifice. He's also scrawled a note on the page that confirms he has no magical skills of his own and was hoping to gain some through his time with the Order. I assume Mr. Scarrett was well off, but his records show he is rich beyond my imagination. He has a string of failed businesses, but still he is massively wealthy, all from inheritances. He's had all this money to give, but he has made nothing of it. He's the last of his family. He has failed to make an empire. He has been rejected by his fraternity. He is alone. When he dies, he and his fortune will be forgotten. He has no legacy to leave. Dagger. Cards. So tarot cards. None of the cards are drew for Michael. Make of it what you will, E.D. 3 cards. One marked the Hangman, the other the Ten of Pentacles, and finally the Death card. What do they mean? Alright, now let us go to the bar and call it. Hopefully Sunday I will finish this game. That is the hope. Trying to remember where the bar is at. Aha. Alright. Well, we have lots of things to look in here. So, with that, I'm gonna call it here, guys. Lots of things to do in this room. But I need to shower and go to bed because I got work tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all are enjoying it as much as I am. This game is a lot bigger than I thought it would be, which is awesome. I love it. It's just insane how big it is and how many moving parts are there with it. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll catch y'all on Sunday. Bye, everybody.